gentlemen, we are here today for a very, very special episode. And we are here sponsored by Top Threads. I had to get this shirt specifically for a man, which I would like to introduce. Mr. Barney, how are we? No
I'm
one
very happy.
cares. We're gonna go to Mr. George.
I'm very good.
Yes,
I'm very
yeah. So today, we thought, you know what, after a lot of time, after the top 10 from last week, uh, we're gonna talk about how 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 perfect that scoreline was. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, okay, obviously, Hala Madrid, okay, Hala Madrid, this badge that we all know and love, okay, especially to my man on the right, who will get his time, but uh, it's funny because like we're seeing here today. Oh, there's no Lath, by the way. If you guys can't see, there's no Lath. He's a bit busy, so he will be here for another episode. I'm pretty sure he wanted to be in this episode more than anyone else. Okay, but we had to get the main man of this podcast
They
when it
forced
comes
me. I
to
promise they forced me.
shut up.
No.
You get your time whenever we let you on. But I thought for once. We always talk about Real Madrid, right? Right, George?
Yeah.
So today, what we're going to talk about, if you guys don't know, before I give the mic to Mr. Bunny, if you guys haven't seen, it was the Supercopa final. Am I right? Yep, Supercopa final. It's not Copa del Rey anymore, apparently.
No. It's never Copa del Rey. It's always been Supercopa.
Why you... Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I need you to hold it there. And shut your mouth for a second.
Okay.
Okay, then you get your time to speak.
Okay.
Now, for a club with the stature of winning trophies, yeah, I like they lost a certain scoreline. But you know what? Let's talk about the game, El Clasico, the biggest game every time it's played. 5-2. Oh, you hear that scoreline? You're like, you know what? Maybe Madrid's. Hell no! Madrid got 5 goals. 5 goals. Yeah, Mr. Bunny Ball. 5 goals. Okay, so let's go over the game. All right. Let's start off. Kickoff. 5 minutes in. Counter-attack. Vintage Madrid. Vintage Carlo. Don Carlo with his cigar and his eyebrow going up here. 5 minutes in, 1-0. Mbappe scores. It's a nice finish. It's an Mbappe finish. 5 minutes later, a youngster at the age of 17, generational talent, takes a beautifully taken on 1, 2, maybe 3. I think it was 3. Doesn't matter. Because he slotted it into the bottom corner. 1-1. Then, I can't remember who scored after. Who scored after?
Lewa.
Rafin. Was it? Yes, Lewa. The penalty. Get a pen. It's a penalty. Why? From who? Camavinga. Who the hell in their right mind tackles like that and the ball's in the air and you go for the whole thigh? But you know what? It's Madrid. They buy the best players. So obviously, in my mind, he should have done better, right, George? Yeah, you're right.
You think so?
You think so, right?
Think so?
All right, okay. So then he gets the foul, and he's trying to like say, I was going for the ball. Hell no! You were looking at his whole thigh and said, "Give me that," and he got it. Penalty. 2-1. Lewa scores. Yeah. Who's next? Oh, wait a minute. Kunde gets the ball. Bang! Straight to Rafinha in his head. What happens? Chouameni, centre back. Yeah? Vasquez. Okay? Leaving that space open. Okay? Ball played in. Beautifully passed. I can't say it.
Cruz-esque.
Yeah, you can say Cruz at right back
pass.
from Kunde. Some might say Trent should be doing those passes, but they got Lucas Vasquez. So they played the ball right to Rafinha's head. Beautifully taken, beautifully header into the bottom corner. 3-1. I'm sitting there. What's happening? They have a corner before halftime. Madrid should be. By the way, I'm going to just say something now. Every corner they had didn't beat the first man. So that's bad already. So they have a corner, they take a short. They pass it. Barca win it back. It's a counter-attack. Lamine Yamal takes it. Takes on one, takes on two, does a little jinky-me-jink. Passes it through Rafinha. Rafinha's one-on-one with Valverde. Going to goal.
Overlap of dreams, bro.
Wow. Alejandro Balde with the overlap. And who does that left back go up against? Ferland Mendy. Wow. What a left back that I have evolved on FIFA.
FIFA icon. That's a FIFA icon.
They bought this guy. They said this is a Madrid player. It gets to halftime. It's 4-1 at halftime. Ugh. Is that Barcelona? They get to the second half. 5 minutes into the second half, Rafinha scores. It's 5-1. At this point, this is embarrassing. You hearing me? Embarrassing. Yeah? Then they get Mbappe gets it. Goes through on goal. Szczesny comes out, tackles. It's a red card to Szczesny. It's a free kick to Madrid. I'm sitting there. I'm with my mate. We're watching the game. He's like, Rodriguez not going to score this. Bang! Scores. 5-2. Oh! Hope. That is in the heads of all the Madrid players. Hope. He takes out certain players. He bring on, you wouldn't believe, Dani Ceballos, another Madrid player. He brings on 38-year-old Luka Modric. Yeah? Who did well. They brought on Raul Asensio. He's a good centre-back, right? George?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, academy player.
Yeah.
Academy is a Madrid player.
That's the sub you want to make when you're 5-2 down.
Yeah.
That's
Bring on a centre-back.
Yeah.
So then what happens? They have a red card, but how are Barca managing to do better? They're 10 men and Madrid have 11. It's the 60th minute, they get the red card. There's hope. What do we see? 30 minutes of nothing. Of nothing. This badge, are you looking at this, my brother? This badge, yeah, you wear. So proud you support this damn team, yeah? How have you managed to sit there, watch your team buy Mbappe for free, the best signing according to certain men?
Various sources.
Yes. They're here. Jude Bellingham. Wow. The robbed Ballon d'Or winner. Oh. Yeah, he done so much that game. He provided the assist to Mbappe. Okay. What else? When Ronald Araujo came on, what happened? Pockets! In his entire... These ones. Do you see these? That's why I saw every single Madrid player. Barney, I'm going to tell you this because I haven't heard from you. What the hell happened to your team? Why do you still have these players? Why do you have Don Carlos still as your manager? And I was getting scrutinized for selling him in the start sub-sell. Okay? He set up wrong against Hansi Flick. He put Chouameni as a centre-back. He brought on Lucas Vasquez. He started Mendy.
Let him cook. Let Barney cook.
Oh,
Let Barney
oh.
cook.
Hold on. I'm probably sweating more than the Madrid players. But you know, I've taken 10 minutes of your time, guys. It's because this is embarrassing. Yeah? Embarrassing for people. And you know what? You're even wearing even a worse national team on your shirt. So why are you wearing this? I am representing for you because I know you don't have the what's it called? You're embarrassed to wear it. I'll wear it for you. I'll wear it for
I'm
you.
not embarrassed with it.
No,
Don't
no,
say
no,
that.
no, no, no. You are
Okay.
embarrassed to wear it.
Okay.
Because you wore that kit last episode, so you did not want to wear it this episode.
Okay.
So now, Mr. Barney Paul, as I have explained what has happened, me and George are going to sit back and let you talk. Have fun. The stage is yours.
Start off.
Wherever.
And this whole season has been rubbish. We're 20th in the Champions League for a reason. We've been crap for a reason. We've been getting 1-0, 2-0 wins for a reason this whole season. Seriously. Like, you can laugh all you want or whatever, but in a realistic view, even though we're second in the table in La Liga, we have been shocking. The games we have won, they've all been. I can't say that, but I'm angry. All right. Some things, some tactics that Carlo plays. Seriously, you see midfielders all over the place. You see defenders. Honestly, no, honest. What am I going to say? You, I'm talking in a season point of view. Honest, I'm losing my mind. Honestly, bro. How am I going to do this whole podcast? Oh
Why
my.
is Many a centre back?
Okay,
Alright,
because
I'll give you the questions, you answer them, okay?
No. Let me just talk. Let me talk. Let me say some stuff. I want to talk about that defensive line first of all.
Alright, let's start from the back
Yeah.
to the top, yeah? Alright,
Okay.
let's go.
Courtois, I promise. If it wasn't for him, we would have been only 7th in the table right now. First of all, we would have copped 10 goals against Barca. Okay, we would have copped. I promise we would have copped 10 goals if it wasn't for Courtois. We'll go a bit higher. Mendy. Okay. Okay. Fernand Mondiri. Okay. Mate. You cannot attack. You cannot provide assists. You cannot defend. You cannot do anything. What are you there? Wait, your national position is left back. Fran Garcia in one game against who was it? The Copa del Rey game has more
I
assists
thought it
than you
wasn't
than
called
you have.
Copa del Rey.
What is it?
I thought it wasn't called Copa del Rey.
No,
Man,
but
get yo!
but you're so dumb. You're even dumb.
Man, get yo!
Against
dumb ass
Deportivo,
outta
whatever
here.
it was. You be quiet, bro. It wasn't against Barcelona. The game before. We played that Copa del Rey game, no? He provided more assists than Mendy has in the past like 2-3 seasons. It was like 2-3 assists. How are you left back and playing this much of a? Don't say the word. I'm saying some words that are crazy today. All right. So, second, and I know you guys. There's a lot of people that say Rudiger is a good centre back. He has his moments, but this game and this season in general, I don't know what's up with him, bro. Did you see how many times he pushed up to Lewa and he wasn't like on him enough, like pressuring him enough? Lewa was casually getting the ball and passing to Yamal. Like, and honestly, I don't blame Rudiger like fully for this because that manager needs to stop doing that against strikers. Okay, Haaland it worked because Haaland isn't the best like hold up or whatever, and Rudiger can sort of go into it, right?
Yeah.
Lewandowski is different. Do not do that. Don't stop doing that. Unless you have someone like Militao next to you. But who does he have next to him? Please, everything. Please. I'll speak from here because I am astounded, I am ashamed, and I am disgusted of this backline. Honestly. This guy, we bought him for 100 million. I promise he's a Brentford player. At best, he's a Brentford player, okay?
Alright, so sorry about that, guys, but we had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we are back. So, what we were saying was Bonnie, Chouameni.
Let's be honest here. I don't know how many times Ancelotti wants to try this Chouameni centre-back thing, right? Look, as a CDM, when he's played at CDM, he is nowhere near the level Casemiro was for us. His positioning, Casemiro. We'll talk about Casemiro first. They thought when they bought Chouameni, they were buying the next Casemiro. What Casemiro was doing in his position that was perfect was that, like, he could affect the game in his position through his defensive work, and he had Cruz with him as well. Over here, he doesn't have Cruz, Chouameni. Even last season when he had Cruz, though, he was floating up CDM. He do you know what it is? He doesn't have that instinctive, passing. Like, he's very scared to make passes. Other than that, we're talking about him as a centre-back against Barca. Right, I don't know. There was one of those goals. Which one was it? Was it the first one with Yamal? Any defender knows you have to get your body on the line. You have to put your body on the line. Does not just let Yamal run past like it's nothing. And it's an easy shot. He's exposed Courtois at that point. I feel bad for Courtois, I'm telling you. And I've been saying the whole season, not this whole season, since Raul Asensio has come back, or has come into the Madrid squad, into the leading squad, right? Play him. Play him, Ancelotti, play him. Play him. Why are you playing Chouameni centre-back? Let him play his natural position. Try him in his natural position. Let's see if he gets better. Don't play him centre-back when you have a proper centre-back there. I don't care if we have injuries or whatever. You have the academy. Play the academy. I don't know why he's so scared. You see players like Gula, Endrick, all these young talents in our squad. And what is he doing? He's not playing them. They're sitting there rolling on the bench. You're putting Chouameni centre-back. He's not a centre-back. He's a CDM. It's disgusting. I'm looking at the squad. It's horrible. It's horrible to watch. Last but not least. Actually, last but the most, okay? Last but the most, let's say. The most crappiest player of the team. Yeah? You are the captain in a cup final. You are captain of a cup final. You're playing me right back against Rafinha, who cooked you and your dad. Yeah? Look, you've done your services. I know. But Lucas Vasquez, and I said in a previous episode, I've had enough. No, seriously. This guy, put Zaya on the right back, I'd take him, I promise. Even though Zaya plays like Lukaku, straight up. I'd rather him play over there.
Oh.
At least Zaya knows he'd like to defend that position. What does this guy do? In attack? Loses the ball. When he loses the ball, he's kicked back. Yeah, it's not my fault. It's a guy, I didn't pass to him. I'm kicking back. You see, I was seeing TikTok clips of him just walking back to the... Oh my God, seriously? Nah. Like, you were the captain of Real Madrid. You can't control your players. There are people that you know what happened? Apparently at the end of the game, Mbappe and Valverde, they went to, I think it was Ancelotti or one of the main guys in Madrid. I don't know, it was someone. Like, this guy's not fit for the club, bro. Like, it's over. The amount of times I saw him get cooked is insane. And not only in the defense, but attacking as well. And this guy's a right winger, by the way. He's actually a right winger. He's not a right back. He is not close to being captain material. Just give that armband to Valverde, and that's it. That's who deserves captaincy in this club. Because he covers for him, for his mistakes. Every time, if you see Vasquez up there, he's doing absolutely nothing. Valverde has to come, drop back. And he's being affected by this idiot on the right. Okay? Midfield. Okay, I'm not going to speak of the midfield for first 60 minutes. The midfield attack. I'm not going to speak bad about them. Why? Because the defending was shambolic. When you keep on copying goal after goal after goal after goal, right? As the midfield and as the attack, you can't do anything but stand there. Well, midfield you can, but as an attack, you can't do anything about that. Your team is leaking goals. That is affecting your morale as an attacker. If I am Mbappe and I've scored a world-class goal, and I see Lucas Vasquez and Tchouaméni play like it's Sunday League, of course it's going to affect me. Of course I'm not going to play good. I'll look back, I'll be like, who the hell is this in my team? Who is this? I'm playing for the biggest club in the world, and I'm looking back, I'm seeing Tchouaméni and Vasquez play ping pong at the back with a ball. Seriously. I'm going to call out some people in the midfield as well. Camavinga, you are finished. I really love Camavinga, right? He's one of my favorite players in Madrid. But that game, no, I don't know what you were on. What were you smoking, bro? Honestly, before the game, you're on something. He has to be. Valverde, I can't blame Valverde. I seriously don't. I can't blame him for anything. I don't see, like, he does everything for the club, right? I don't want to blame him. I don't want to blame him for anything. This guy I'm going to say next, Jude Bellingham. No, seriously, what was he doing that game? I feel bad. I seriously feel bad for him. Because he's saved us so many times this season. He's done so much for us. The only reason we are second in the league is because of him. Right? But as I said with Mbappe as well, it'll affect Bellingham. It'll affect Vinicius. It'll affect Rodrigo. When you're seeing that happening in your defensive line, you're going to tweak out, bro. You as a footballer, you have to tweak out. You have to, like, you can't. If I'm an indoor Zaya, let's say we're playing indoor, huh? I'm a striker, and Josh is next to me. You reckon if we leak goals, Josh is not going to get angry? He's not going to tweak out. No, be serious.
Shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
You tweak out. You know this. We know this, right? You tweak out, cuz. They can't do it, even though, okay. After the 60th minute, when we had control on the game, let's speak about that. Let's speak about how horrendous Ancelotti and the attack was. No, seriously. I know I'm on a rant, and I'm not letting you guys speak.
No, I'm happy with this.
No, seriously. Luka Modric, I love you so much, brother, but it's over. Either hang up the boots or leave, one or the other. People saying Luka Modric supporter, I don't know what. Yeah, no, bro. Like, we need proper young talents coming in. We need young talents from the academy. Look at Barca. They're playing with Kubasi. They're playing with Lamine Yamal, Casado. These all academy players. Why can't we do that? We have Jesus Fortea. We have Raul Asensio. We have Juan Martinez. Obviously ACL, but soon will come back. We have players who can play in these positions.
Listen to me. Yous are Real Madrid, bro.
I know.
Yous aren't supposed to be hicking in the academy. You know why? Because yous aren't an academy club.
But we can be.
Yes, you can.
We have players. We have players.
You want to know something? Vasquez it came from your academy.
Yeah, but bro.
Yeah, but like the thing is, you can buy the players. You're telling me, for an example, Alaba
No, but
came.
we do.
Alaba was
Honestly,
returned.
I agree with you. Look. In our starting lineup, we should have players that we've bought, right? We should have. We're Madrid. We can buy it. But when we're playing games like this where there's injuries, there should be players like Jesus Fortea and Raul Asensio style.
But in
You need to trust them. You need to.
But I think if you look at the game, because I watched that game from start to finish. That game, there was, in my opinion, and we'll probably get to the attack sooner or later. I hope before he start going back to Chouameni. But the one thing is, I think the main person I actually blame this whole game is not Vasquez, it's not Chouameni, it's not Ferland Mendy, it's not Camavinga, it's not whoever.
I know who you're going to say, and I was getting there.
It's Don Carlo.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna say it from a coach's perspective, and I think George will as well. Bro, you set up completely wrong. You set up the whole game wrong.
Can I tell you something? And it's not only this game. It's been going on for 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
We see in the Champions League, we set up like we're in a shell. Sometimes it works. For example, Man City second leg last season. Sometimes, no, not sometimes. Most of the times it doesn't.
I'll be honest with you.
This season we played against the Barca, Atletico, Liverpool, Milan. We haven't won any of these games. We've lost all of them.
But you know what I think? I think at the end of it, like for Ancelotti, look, I'm gonna say this. It's gonna probably backfire, but I think his time is so up. I agree
with you.
I think he now should set his eyes somewhere else, either retire or, honestly, bro, you're wearing the badge, but straight out go coach an international team, because your tactics is not a long-term season. I understand the trophies, the Champions League, but like we say this for Pep, his tactic fits superstars, because his whole point is I'm gonna drop back a little, defend with a really good back line. Obviously, I'm not saying Madrid has a really good back line, but for an example, we defend for as much as we can, and then hit it on the counter and let players be themselves, express themselves.
He's for Ancelotti, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he started with Pep. That's why I was like, huh?
Yeah. I'm saying like for that.
Yeah.
For an example, that kind of game. But all right. Obviously, we talked about Real. I'm gonna say something with Barca. Barca, even with a red card, they didn't even drop the lines that much. They even went to a mid block to like still pressing so high, bro. I saw Lewa and Dani Olmo pressing from the halfway line going to Courtois, and the players were still coming up. Bro, you had no control. Defending, you took 20 minutes on, but even like attacking, bro, they brought on Araujo, Koundé, Kubasi, and Bolde. Bro, Bolde, we like he's injury prone, but scored and played phenomenal. Kubasi was amazing, bro. Araujo, if Barca let this guy go, they are so finished, because then they have Inigo Martinez on the bench, who is, bro, after what I saw from Araujo, that's not it, and Koundé as well. So, I think Ancelotti completely got it wrong. I feel like in that kind of game, as well, I'm not going to say like he shouldn't have started these players, but because Barca are such a high line, high pressing team, he needed a team, like he needed maybe a setup where if they get hit on the counter, they can attack with numbers. But at the same time, if they have the ball, can they control it with the high press? Because if he plays Modric and if he plays Dani Ceballos, bro, they're not as agile as Valverde or Chouameni. Valverde or Camavinga, not Chouameni. Right? Because if you're going to high press Modric, bro, you're losing the ball. You do on Dani Ceballos, you're losing the ball. I'm sorry. And that's how we saw it so many times getting caught out from the press. But I saw so many loose passes from Jude to Modric or Modric to Ceballos. In my opinion, I think this season is a write-off. I generally think it is.
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
I'm not saying,
everything.
like, for an example, I'm saying I have to speak on this because they've now lost In 2 games against Barca, they've conceded 9 goals and scored only 2. That's not good. For a club like Real Madrid against your actual arch rivals for decades, in 2 El Clasicos in one season, you've conceded 9 goals. So that means defending is not good. The control is not good. The attack is clearly not good enough. And you have the Vinnies, the Rodrigos, the Mbappes, the Judes. So what do you think should be needed?
To
Or
be
should be
honest,
done? George, because Barney, you've ranted for so long.
like, no,
What about you, George?
no good. We'll come back to him later. No worry, no worry.
Yeah.
But
You will have your time again.
the players you were naming, and like we're talking about Ancelotti's system, I feel like the reason why Ancelotti has set up in a counter-attack way is because he probably doesn't trust the players he has to keep possession. Like, if you think about it, they're probably more of a
Exactly, yeah.
Liverpool side than they are a Man City side. Like, if we compare them to the Prem, you'd say Barca are Man City and Real Madrid are Liverpool. Right now, Liverpool are controlling possession a bit more, which is obviously a great improvement about slot or whatever. But you look at Madrid, like you're saying, Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vasquez, Rudiger, Chouameni, Courtois. None of these players, if you put them in a possession system, would thrive. None of them. Mbappe's got pace, Vinny's got pace. All they want is the ball in behind. Bellingham is box to box. He does not want to be in a position where he's only got this much of the midfield that he's allowed to walk into. Like, he wants to constantly be in the box and he wants to be defending as well because he wants to be in the game.
You saw it at England when he was playing in that system.
Yeah, and that defense, that back four, I'm sorry, there is no way I am trusting my keeper to pass to any of those. No way. Even when we had Rudiger, when he was at Chelsea, the scariest moment would be if you play the ball to Rudiger and his back is to, like, the opponent's goal.
Yeah.
Because he would panic straight away and either clear it out for a throw-in or go long. Because he just didn't trust himself for short passes.
He still doesn't.
And you know what? On the bench, bro, I'm going to look at this team here, yeah? I'm going to look at the lineup. On the bench, you had Asensio, who's actually very good with playing the ball. And the man, I know he just came back from injury.
He came back from ACL.
Yeah, I know he came back from injury.
I know you
But David Alaba is not a bad shout to even bring on.
He's very good on the ball.
Yeah.
But Zaya, you got to realize he hasn't had minutes yet, bro.
Of course.
You can't play him in a Clasico final.
But for an example,
for example, the next game he can, but it's too hard.
Yeah, obviously.
Ancelotti doesn't risk stuff like this.
Yeah,
bro.
I know that. That's why I understand why he didn't come on. But for an example, in those type of games, bro, you have a red card. You bring on someone that just hits the through balls up, up, up. You know they've dropped the lines. Okay, keep it hitting it on behind. Bro, look, I'm going to let you speak on the attack because in my opinion, the two best players in your team was Mbappe and Rodrigo.
I agree. And unfortunately, the defense that game was shocking. Unfortunately, right? And I'll keep on going about the defense because it was shocking. But for me, Rodrigo was the best player in Madrid's squad that game. Some people say Mbappe, but Rodrigo, bro, he got the ball. He tried. He was the only one you could see who was trying, right? Even Mbappe was there as well. The positive about this game is you can see Mbappe is fitting into the system. That's one positive you can take into it. I enjoyed both of their games, but the guy on the left, man, honestly, like,
that's Jordan's best friend.
You think I'm making excuses, right? You think I'm making excuses? He's been put not in a left wing position. If you watch the game, he's being played in his half at a left mid position. He's having to do what what's his name? Mendy should be doing. If he had Fran Garcia with him, he would have someone with him who can attack. I feel very bad for him, but we can't say he had a good game, bro. He wasn't good. But as you said, Zaya, for me, it just comes down to the coach. And I've been Ancelotti in for so long now because he's got results. We've won Champions League with him. But guess what? It's time to go, bro. Seriously. It's seriously time to go.
I think there's time to go for a lot of people in that squad, bro.
Because can I tell you something? Even if it's only one loss, I've had enough. Zidane would have never let this happen.
Oh, never.
4-1,
Never.
5-2 in the same season. He would have. I was gonna say something, but like he would have gone to the dressing room. Imagine Jose Mourinho in the dressing room.
Oh, if Mourinho caught
You
that
know, that's
kind
what I
of
was thinking.
scoreline,
When we went 5-1 down, I was thinking that I'm like, imagine Jose Mourinho was in the dressing room. Chicaliade. He's gonna get in, ding 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 on all of their heads.
so for context for non-Assyrian dons, it's like a thong.
I thought,
Like, yeah. And what he said is, what we copped when we were younger, bark to all the players.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's honestly, he used to. Jose, what he did to Casillas, Ronaldo, and them. The only reason he left because of how toxic it was. That's what these players need at this point. They don't need this Mr. Nice guy. It's done. We don't. Honestly, I love Ancelotti. He's done a lot for our club. He's had a lot on Madrid's history. He's had a lot on Milan's history. He's done a lot on football. But it's time, brother. Go live your life. Go on vacation. Go do something nice. Bring in younger managers who are hungry to succeed in the
Xabi
club.
Alonso.
Not only Xabi Alonso. If you want to bring back Zidane, bring back Zidane. If you want to bring in Raul, bring in Raul. If you want to try out Santi Solari again, try him out again. Someone whose passion about the club is on like the highest levels. These type of people we need. Honestly. Because it's that you see his tactics. Bro, I just saw an image. But this is a halfway line, right? Where are Madrid pretend okay, for context, this is Barca half. This is our half, right? Where are Madrid trying to play a high line? Here in Barca's half. Why are we playing a high line in Barca's half? When you know that if a player is behind the defense and in his own half,
He's on.
and it gets passed to him, he's not offside. When you know that rule, why are you being stupid for? Honestly, and the constant picks of his favorites, Lucas Vazquez, Chouameni, Mendy, bringing Ceballos on, not bringing Arda Güler, not bringing Endrick on these games.
They're even in the squad.
They are.
Good
They
luck.
are, but they're not getting played. You see nothing happening for 10 minutes straight. You see nothing happening from 60 to 70 minutes. Bring an attacker on. You bring in Brahim Diaz for Vinny. What did Brahim do? He did nothing that game. He was a ghost. You have Arda Güler, who scored 2 goals 2 games ago. You don't bring him on versus Mallorca. You don't bring him on versus Barca. Give him a go. Let's see how he goes. But no, I want to stick with Brahim and Ceballos. No, it's actually annoying, man. I've had enough. Honestly, I've seriously had enough.
I'll throw in a counter argument to like Ancelotti out. Let's say you bring someone else in. Do you think they have the players to play a different style?
I was saying, that's what I was going to say. And I'm going to jump in quickly before you say, Bonnie.
Oh,
I think there is so many players in the squad. I think it's literally time for them to move. For an example, if they bring in a Xabi Alonso, they play a possession, but they move forward well, and they have to have good wing backs, bro.
they don't have good wing backs. Yeah.
They don't have good wing
No,
backs.
we
Yeah.
don't.
So they need to go invest in a right wing back and a left wing
Brother,
back.
bring Frimpong, bring Theo Hernandez.
Yeah, but what do you mean? You're telling me, look, bro, look, honestly.
I know it's hard.
Look, honestly,
we had
it's.
these players, bro. We had Theo. We had Hakimi. What do we do? What is Perez doing? He's so financially driven. It's annoying me. We become a club that is so financially driven. We've been buying players on free. We're not paying the money. We're paying money for players like Chouameni and I don't know who. come out. Okay. Look, how are you gonna sell Hernandez and Hakimi, and you've stayed with Mendy and Lucas Vasquez? Seriously.
To be fair, they
Like,
were
it's a
sold
joke.
when you had like Marcelo and Carvajal a couple years ago.
Yeah, I
like
get
that's
it. I get
why
it.
they
But
sold
keep,
them.
but
You know
keep
what?
these
Those
players,
kind of
like,
players. I think
you
like
keep because you keep these players. You know why? You keep them so they become like how Vini is, how Valverde is, how Camavinga is, how these players are. Okay, you don't sell these players. You don't.
But
You're
the
the best team
argument
in the
is, would
world.
they develop as well as they have now? I don't think so. They wouldn't have the
The
game
thing
time.
is, George, you're the best play. You're the best team in the world. It doesn't matter if you develop or not. You're training with the best players of the world as well.
Yeah, but you still
Okay.
need game time.
I get it. But like,
Like I'm pretty
Hakimi
sure
was
Hernandez
getting
is
game time.
captain.
Game
Oh,
time.
Hakimi
sorry.
a bit, yeah, he was.
He was here and there. Yeah, even Teo here and there. But Teo left us when Marcelo was, his prime was like he was getting a bit, bad. Why did we keep Marcelo for so long? Why have we kept Modric for so long? Why have we kept Vasquez for so long? Honestly, these players, I don't know what they're doing in the squad.
look.
Honestly, with all due respect, you shouldn't be in the squad.
I'm gonna say this because we spent, I think, 40 minutes on Real and nothing on Barca, and I'm gonna give a little bit of credit to Barca. I feel like they were actually completely the best team on the pitch in both games, and the scoreline shows, the players show it. But I'm a read out some stats here, yeah? Not stats, but who scored. Yamal scored, Lewa got a goal and assist, Rafinha got 2 goals and 1 assist, Kunde got an assist. Players I want to shout, and Casado got an assist as well. Players who I actually think it's like, I don't know how to say it, but when I said this, I think a couple of episodes ago, Barca will win the Champions League in a one-off game. This team is beyond scary. Beyond. Their high line doesn't even get caught out as much. My brother, 5 goals, 4-1 in one half. Do you know what they will do to teams? Like, if they've done this to Madrid twice, you know what they could do to teams even worse than Madrid? I'm going to say this now. Yamal. That's all I have to say. Rafinha. Oh my goodness. I've never seen a player like this revolutionize his career.
Glow up is insane.
Bro, I genuinely think he's almost on 20 goals and like 15 assists this season. Just this season campaign in January. I'm sorry to say, Ancelotti got outclassed. Madrid got outclassed. But how are you letting Balde score? How are you letting Lewandowski get a goal and an assist? But this guy was the Lewandowski the Barca fans were complaining about. Hey, bro, did you see the reverse pass he played into Yamal for his goal? I'm sorry to say, Barcelona, also without Yamal, is not that good.
Yeah.
Because
true.
if they didn't have Yamal today, maybe it would have been a little bit different. But straight out, the players I need to shout out, Pedri was phenomenal. And I think, apart from Rafinha, I actually think the best player on the pitch for Barca was Araujo. This guy's getting links to Juventus. If they let Araujo go, the season will be so much harder for them. But that guy is generally top 3 centre backs in the world, and he was out for so long. They were doing this with Inigo Martinez. Imagine what they would have done with Araujo.
Swear Araujo
That is
played,
a team. that is a team. Sorry, George. That is a team where they've invested well. They have brought in the academy players. But how are you? I'm gonna say this in Assyrian, ladies and gentlemen. Perez, he nachpitwa, yeah, sitting in the same room as who's their manager? Yeah, Laporta. Bro, you're sitting in the same room as him. You're seeing the investments. I don't care what the hell he has done, but you're seeing the kind of club is being run. You sat there. They have youngsters. I think the oldest player on the pitch for Barca was Lewa, and then it was Martinez, and then it was just Young.
What about Chesney?
But Chesney's finished. He got a red card. He probably had a cigar in the locker room, knowing that
You
he.
know what's embarrassing? Sorry, this might be out of context. The most embarrassing thing is that if they didn't get a red card, I genuinely think it would have been double difference. Straight out, they would have scored 10. I reckon.
Straight out.
They
And
could.
But you're talking about Barca's investments. Man, last week we were clowning him for being in financial trouble. Like,
Yeah.
the thing that works for Barca is that their academy is one way all the way through. And like you see it, like they played against Madrid, yeah, they're all youngsters, but they already know exactly what to do. They already know the movements, they know the timing, they know the pass weight, they already know everything. So when they go into the team, they fit in seamlessly. So the one thing that helped Barca a lot against Real Madrid is the fact that they played as a team. Because right now, Real Madrid are playing as a team of individuals. Everybody's like on their own, apparently. No one kind of sacrifices for the other player. But when it clicks for Real Madrid, they'll be better, obviously. But for now, any team that Real Madrid verse that is good working as a squad, they're going to struggle against. Because you can't beat a team. It doesn't matter how good your players are. If that team you're versing knows exactly where everyone else is going to be at all times, good luck.
look, I'm not gonna say, like, look, I understand what you mean, but like, honestly, I think with Barca as well, the best thing they did was get rid of Xavi and bring in Hansi Flick. Because honestly, if you look at it, with that team, Xavi had that team last season. They were struggling. He did win the league, but like Xavi did win the league, but Hansi Flick is destroying teams and looking like he can win more. He's already won a trophy.
Yeah.
So
We were
I think
laughing
there's
at
more-
Barca when they got rid of Xavi, by the way.
I
We were
was
saying, like,
cheer-
you got rid
I
of a
was
good
cheering
manager,
straight
I
up.
don't know what.
no way. I do not back Xavi at all. Straight out.
Nah, I
At
did.
all.
I did.
Nah,
I thought he
yeah,
was
because
cooking.
you-
I thought when they brought in Hansi Flick, I was like, bro, Bayern sacked him for a reason. But
Nah, bro.
maybe you just can't work with a squad like Bayern, where you've got like 15 senior players who
But
they're
that's
too
for
big.
another day.
Yeah.
Just for final words from Barney before we end this episode, because this was the longest we've ever spent on one topic, and it's literally one topic today. But you know what? I think it's a well-deserved rant. I think Barney needs to get this off his chest.
Haven't been
So-
worth it.
It was worth it. So, Barney, any last words?
Definitely seasonable, yeah. I believe.
Man,
They will. They
Joe!
will finish. They're finishing top 4. Don't doubt
No,
them.
no.
I promise you, they're
reckon we'll be
finishing top
back.
4.
I reckon we'll be back. Honestly, like, I back my club.
Yeah, we will be back.
Like,
We'll be back in the same call when you lose the league and the Champions League. Don't worry. So,
You'll
guys,
see,
we
you'll
will
see.
have the same segment again, because this team was the most embarrassing I've ever seen, and they have the bet. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. That was a pretty fun episode to record. And guys, any last words? Barney, we've heard way too many words from you. George?
Nothing else, man. See you guys next episode.
Okay, and we got something special for you guys this week, hopefully. All right, like, subscribe, comment down below, whatever you guys think about Barney's thoughts on his own team. Follow us on Insta, follow us on Spotify, follow us on TikTok.
Okay, and Hala Madrid.
No way.
See you guys later. Peace.
Okay,
See everyone.